Hi, and welcome, John Morris Show on a Wednesday. Glad you're with us this morning, and we're coming to you from the TFNB studios, historic Elm Avenue in Waco. Traffic's flowing out there. It's a traffic report from Elm and MLK. Things are moving, and we're glad you're with us on this Wednesday morning. Some would say the slowest sports day of the year today, right? Day after the All-Star Game.
Typically.
Yeah, but that's why the ESPYs – are the ESPYs on tonight?
I need to double check that.
I know. I don't even know for sure, but that's usually when they plug in because there's no baseball. And there is World Cup today, so I think this year is a little bit different. So it won't be the slowest sports day of the year. Pretty significant World Cup semifinal game coming up today. How about Argentina and England for a spot in the championship game? That comes up at 2 o'clock our time this afternoon.
You do have the ESPYs.
ESPYs tonight.
We'll have the ESPYs tonight.
Okay.
I'm not. Look, this is what I do not want Argentina or England to win this at
Gotcha.
all. Like, this is one of the worst matchups for me. Like, just watching throughout the tournament, I'm like, I respect both of these teams.
Yeah.
I just don't want either one of y'all to win this. So I'm full blown for Spain right now.
I hear you. Spain won over France, by the way, yesterday. And did you and I both pick France?
We both did.
I think we did.
It was bad business.
And Spain, we should have listened to Paul Jobson. He was saying Spain, they hadn't allowed a goal, and they shut out France yesterday 2-0. So Spain is into the championship match. That comes up on Sunday. Argentina, the defending World Cup champions, take on England and Harry Kane today. Man, there's a lot going on. This one is in where are they playing this one today? I knew that. Now I don't remember. Atlanta. I think they're in Atlanta for Argentina and England, 2 o'clock this afternoon on Fox. So that'll be fun to watch. They do have a consolation match. And how excited would these teams that lose the semifinals be to play in a consolation match? That's the way it used to be at the Final Four in men's basketball. Mm-hmm. They used to play a third-place game. They would play the semifinal games, and the teams that didn't win would play in a third-place game, basically, and then the championship game. And then everybody figured out nobody wants to play in a third-place game. But here they're doing it in the World Cup.
Yeah, I guess it's different for them. Like, that was – I wouldn't want to play in a third-place game.
I know,
right?
Exactly.
Like, and they used to do that. So I remember they changed it when I was in high school. But going to playing in a 1A school in basketball,
yeah,
you had the small 1A championship and the big 1A championship.
Okay. Right.
And then those two teams would play for an overall 1A championship.
Yeah.
So, like, if you won the state championship as, like, the small school, if
you
got beat by the little school,
like,
great, we won a championship, but we just lost.
Yeah,
so that was kind of one of those things that went by the wayside.
I got you. Yeah, that makes sense. Cooler heads prevailed there. So that comes up today, Argentina versus England. That'll be fun to watch. We've got the live show at the Brazos Landing today. I bet you they got a bunch of TVs there. I bet you most of them will be on Fox on the World Cup semifinal game coming up this afternoon, 2 o'clock. Major League Baseball All-Star Game was last night. That was fun to watch. I haven't, by way of a lead into this, I watched almost the entire game last night, Garrett, which is kind of rare, but I watched almost the entire game.
Right.
And that leads me to explain how I got to watch, or why I watched that much baseball last night. I haven't talked about this, but our middle daughter, Maddie, her husband, Art Wellborn, they have taken their son, Wesley, to Disneyland this week. Yes. Young Wesley is going to take Woodway Elementary by storm. He'll be in kindergarten this year.
Yes.
So he they and some friends of theirs who have another son that's going into kindergarten took this trip, kind of a pre-kindergarten trip. So great idea. And they went to Disneyland, not Disney World. But that leaves Ruby and Charlie, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, here. And Terry and I have been in charge of the 3-year-old and the 1-year-old since Sunday.
Nice.
So it's gone, I think, very well. Terry and I are both very tired.
Yeah, I imagine.
Just the schedule, and they're very active, the 3-year-old and the 1-year-old, but it's been so fun. I mean, it has been so great. We get to put them in bed at night, and we get to be there, when they wake up in the morning, and we usually don't get to do that. So that's just been a blessing. It has been so good. but we really are tired. But I say all that to say, at night when we put them in bed, one of us stays there with them. The other one goes home to take care of the dogs, So Terry and I were in two different places last night. And as such, I had the remote control. And that's how I watched the entire baseball game last night. If we'd been at home, Terry and I in the same place, we wouldn't have done that. So that's how I got to watch the whole game. And I thought Fox did a really, really good job. They did some real cool things with it being in Philadelphia on the 250th anniversary of the United States. Like, did you see the starters come out? Did you see that?
I missed the starters.
Okay, get this.
Go ahead.
Get this. The starters introduced one by one. They came out, and with a quill pen, they signed in like they were signing the Declaration of Independence. How about that?
That is awesome.
Pretty cool idea.
That was a perfect place to have it.
Yeah.
It's in Philly. That was awesome.
Yeah, couldn't have been better. So that was cool. They had several players mic'd up, and they were Joe Davis, play-by-play, and John Smoltz were talking to them while play was going on. At one point, one of the early innings, they were talking to the pitcher and the catcher, and the catcher was Shea Langoliers, the Baylor guy. And that was fun. I don't know how those guys agreed to do that, number one. I mean, you're pitching and catching in an all-star game, and here's somebody talking in your ear. But it really was insightful. I thought that was pretty cool.
No, it's good to get some perspective like that, and it would be cool to do it like in the regular season, but that's just not going to be realistic. But these are the opportunities to do it. So it's cool that they were able to take advantage of that. As far as the broadcast, I've seen some people complaining about like they were taking it too serious for an all-star game.
Really?
Wanted them to loosen up or anything. Did you feel that at all?
No. I mean, the announcers taking it too serious.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's just who they are.
Just they are.
They're just doing their thing. I didn't think that at all. And especially by trying all these different things, I think that kind of made it a little looser than a regular season game. The fifth inning, you saw, they did a video, kind of a redo of Sandlot. And one of the scenes in Sandlot are all these kids, who are going to jump on their bikes and grab their glove and bat and ball and go play baseball. And just sort of an iconic, youth baseball kids gathering, get out and play. They're not sitting at home playing video games. They're out playing baseball. So they showed that video clip. Then they came back live to the stadium, opened the doors in the outfield, and here come all these kids on their bikes, riding in with their bats and with their balls and with their glove. It was pretty cool.
It was awesome. And they have like the players lined up with the sparklers and them going out and meeting with other MLB players and kind of getting pointers from them and stuff. It was really cool. That's what makes these things special, is having that. And it's reminiscent because a lot of those players in that game grew up like when the Sandlot was, on and popping.
That's right. Yeah.
That's like, to them, it's probably like a full circle moment, because I'm just watching it from my perspective. I'm like, this is awesome. Yeah. Like you could see that it meant the world to them. So that was a really cool way that Fox did that.
They lined up, the kids rode their bikes in and kind of dropped their bikes and ran to a position player out there. And they're doing this huge fireworks. This is middle of the game. This is the fifth inning, and a huge fireworks display. And you mentioned the sparklers. But then the kids were having these conversations, and it wasn't just like a 1 minute thing. It lasted for a while, talking to the major league players. I thought that was great. They're getting a ball signed. Mike Trout was with a kid, and you could tell Mike Trout said, "Show me your swing." And he did. And they're taking selfies, with the players out on the field. So I thought that was a really nice touch.
No, it was. And that's memories that those kids will have for the rest of their life. Like those are the opportunities that you would live for as a child. So now you have that, and you can kind of share that moment for the remainder of your life.
Yeah. Very fun. Was that also Ray Charles, or was Ray Charles later?
I think that was the Ray Charles.
That was Ray Charles. That's how it started, right?
The video.
That's right.
Playing. It was awesome.
That's right. And Ray Charles, singing America, and that kind of led into it. That was pretty cool. Go back and you could find it probably archived on YouTube or something. Fox had the broadcast last night. They did the Stand Up to Cancer, which they've done, and that's very, very impactful. And But I just thought it was fun to watch. I mean, it was really fun to, to take it all in last night just as a casual fan. I wanted to see how Max Muncy did and Shea Langoliers did. Shea was batting third, walked his first time up, scored in that 3-run first inning. The American League won the game, by the way, 4-0. And 3 of the runs came in the first inning. So it was kind of decided there. Pitching dominated last night, didn't it?
It did for the American League. Like I was very disappointed with how the National League went about it. Like you had all of your major pitchers out here. Shohei, I know he's banged up. You had all of these guys, Skeens, Ashcraft, and you only played 2 of the best ones. Like I think if you're in an All-Star game, and I know there's only limited time, but the fans are coming to see the stars. You've got to find a way to get these guys in that game. Like you don't want it to become the NBA dunk contest where no stars want to be in it.
Yeah, true.
Like that was one thing I did not like.
It's a good point. You want to see the biggest names out there, and the National League only had 3 hits on the night, shut out on 3 hits. Yeah, so that was a little different, but a lot of fun. MLB All-Star Game in the books for 2026. I think Philadelphia could wake up proud this morning of the way they put on a show there last night. Pretty cool. Okay, the regular season begins or continues again on Friday. They got a couple of days off after the All-Star break, and then the games crank up again coming up on Friday. All right, we're off and running on this Wednesday morning. Wednesday means Jerry Hill will be with us coming up. Our Baylor Insider, we'll visit with him coming up in a bit. And here in the middle of July, again, we got plenty to talk about with Jerry. So he'll be coming in just a few minutes. We look forward to that. And we appreciate you being with us. Brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing. Mentioned again, a live show, bonus show at the Brazos Landing today. I'll be there noon to 1. Matt Mosley will follow live from the Brazos Landing 1 to 3. So come join us this afternoon, and we look forward to being there. Check out that $12 lunch menu. Maybe hang around the early evening, late afternoon menu, 3 to 5 is a great option as well. You know where it is. It's where I-35 and the Brazos River meet, right across the river from Foster Pavilion, right across the interstate from McLean Stadium. That is the Brazos Landing in Waco, with live shows this afternoon, noon to 3, and we hope to see you there. Take a break. Back with more right after this.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to CentralTexasCattleBaronsBall.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Back with us, John Morris Show, brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas. We appreciate them greatly. And by Alan Samuels, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Your friend in the car business. Drive a 2026 Dodge Ram 1500 Limited Crew Cab with your choice of 0% for 36 months or 25% off MSRP. That's big. Comes with America's best warranty at 10-year, 10,000 miles. 10-year, 100,000 miles, only at Alan Samuels Dodge in Waco. Check them out. Jerry Hill will join us next segment. One of the things we'll talk about, the Big 12 this time of year, to sort of wrap up, the last school year. They are leading up to naming their, what do they call them? Athletes of the year. Big 12 Athletes of the Year. They name one male and one female as the Athlete of the Year. As such, to draw attention to this, they have each school nominate one male and one female. Like who would be, who would be Baylor's recommendation for female Big 12 Athlete of the Year? Who would be Baylor's choice for male Big 12 Athlete of the Year? And then they release those 1 or 2 a day for a 10-day period, and then they name the winner. So you kind of get a little bump each day as each school releases theirs. Well, Baylor released theirs yesterday, and again, this comes from Baylor. And then released by the Big 12. The Baylor Female Athlete of the Year candidate is Tyler Isgrig, the senior soccer player from Arlington. And some of her accolades this year: started all 23 matches, led Baylor with 28 points, 10 goals, 8 assists, 58 shots, with 26 on frame, scored 5 game-winning goals, and earned Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week honors 3 times during the season, and helped lead Baylor to the NCAA Sweet 16. Remember, it was a great season for Michelle Leonard and Baylor soccer. Big 12 tournament semifinals for Baylor, and Tyler Isgrig earned all Big 12 tournament team recognition. So she was also United Soccer Coaches second team All-American and All Midwest region first team. Big 12 midfielder of the year, the first in program history. So great year for Tyler Isgrig of Baylor, Baylor soccer. She's the female Athlete of the Year candidate to the Big 12. Who's the male recommendation or the male candidate? It is Devin Badenhorst, men's tennis from Pretoria, South Africa. ITA All-American, co-Big 12 Player of the Year, becoming the first Baylor singles All-American and Conference Player of the Year winner since 2022. Great year for Devin. Posted a 20-8 singles record, 15-6 mark in dual play at number 1. Finished the season ranked number 10 nationally, a season best ranking of number 7 for Devin. Went 8-1 against nationally ranked opponents, undefeated in Big 12 singles play while earning 3 Big 12 Player of the Week honors, and led Baylor to the NCAA Elite 8 this year, its first since 2022, and an appearance in the ITA Indoor National semifinals, helping the Bears finish with a 25-10 overall record and a number 10 final team ranking. So Devin Badenhorst, really good choice from Baylor as the candidate for Big 12 Athlete of the Year. So those are the 2 from Baylor, and every school does this. Arizona gives you one male, one female. TCU, Texas Tech. Every school does that. Those are the 2 from Baylor. They'll count them down sort of, or they'll release these school by school over the next week, and they'll name the Big 12 male and female Athlete of the Year. It's either next Wednesday or Thursday. It's either the 22nd or the 23rd. So we're about a week away from that, but really good. Big content from the Big 12 here in July, and those are the 2 representatives from Baylor. All right, we'll talk more about that with Jerry Hill. He will join us after a break. We always appreciate and look forward to our time with Jerry. He's been a busy guy, and we'll visit with him when we come back. John Morris Show brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas, 7 convenient locations to serve you better. Also on the web at alliancebanktexas.com. They are your Central Texas business bank, voted by Forbes 2025 Best in-State Banks. Congratulations to Alliance Bank Central Texas for that. We appreciate them. We'll take a break. Be back with more right after this. Jerry Hill joins us. Stay with us. John Morris Show returns in just a moment.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture, Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, team.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Provident. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to CentralTexasCattleBaronsBall.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Back with us, John Morris Show on a Wednesday, brought to you by the Brazos Landing and by Alliance Bank Central Texas. Here's my good friend Jerry Hill. Hey, Jerry, he'll be here in just a moment.
I was telling myself, I was like, okay, get ahead of the curve, set it up.
I know.
Okay.
That's what you do.
We're good.
That's right. And Jerry will be here in just a moment. The always punctual Jerry Hill. What was I faking? I'm not faking. Yeah, I am on. Come on up. Come on up whenever you get your things sorted out there. Mention the ESPYs coming up tonight. Watch for Tice Armstrong. Remember, he's a candidate for an ESPY, which will be fun to watch. What's the category? Performance of the year?
I believe it's performance.
Is that right?
Of the
Performance of the year for Tice Armstrong. What did he do? Single game performance. And what a single game that was. 3 grand slams in his first career game at Baylor, first game of the season for the Bears. So Tice Armstrong, a candidate. See, I wasn't faking you, was I? We run a tight ship here, Jerry. No, not usually, but glad you're here. Everything's good. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
How's it going? Dave and what's his wife's name? Jody.
Yeah.
We're here last week visiting from Pennsylvania.
They just left Monday, and they've already been to Mount Rushmore.
Oh, my gosh.
And they're headed to the Teddy Roosevelt Library, which I didn't know is in North Dakota.
It is. So that'd be fun to see.
They're going there. Dave had about 4 or 5 states that he hasn't ever been to.
Oh, yeah.
He travels a lot, but it's in that area, Montana, Wyoming, North and South Dakota. So he wanted to, it's not on your way back to Pennsylvania, but he wanted to do that. And I think when they're in North Dakota, they're about as far away from Pennsylvania as they were here.
Oh, okay.
24 hours drive. So,
and all of this driving.
Ooh,
that's some miles, man.
He has a Tesla Cybertruck.
Oh, really? Okay.
Drives itself,
wow.
Which was interesting when we went to the Rangers game. I thought I would be like even more nervous, but it sees stuff that you don't see.
Wow.
Like it was amazing.
He just lets it go. Huh?
He just lets it go. I think he had a stat where it was like of the last 15,000 plus miles that he's driven, 14,000 of them were, I mean, it was almost 99%.
Golly.
Like he almost does it exclusively. The one area where it struggles is like in parking lots and stuff.
Well,
in terms of,
I can see that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was so fun. But
That's cool.
We had a great time with them.
Very cool. It's good to have him here with us last week.
Yeah.
You ready? You settled? You okay? You good? Everything good?
I thought
you need a break?
I thought my contract said 9:30.
No. The contract says 9:25.
Well, I was here at 9:25. Was I not, Garrett?
You were here. 9:25. You were.
Yeah, you were walking in at 9:25.
9:25.
All right. We were talking about the Big 12 Conference does the Athlete of the Year at the end of the year. Each school nominates their top female, top male, and then the Big 12 will name one for the entire league.
Yeah.
For Baylor, Tyler Isgrig from soccer, and our man Devin Badenhorst from tennis. We have one of his rackets right back here from his appearance with us. Isn't that cool?
That is very cool.
Yeah, and good choices, aren't they?
I thought they were both great choices. And, Tyler Isgrig, probably her claim to fame is that she was in a Jerry Hill sports writing class.
That didn't show up on her resume.
That was not on that list of accomplishments.
It wasn't. Should be, though.
It should be. And it's funny, John, because I don't remember when LinkedIn came in, but initially I thought it was LinkedIn, and I kept trying to figure out where I was getting all these invitations from LinkedIn. And I actually happened to get one from her yesterday.
Oh, that's funny.
To connect with her. So no, I thought that was great. I mean, Tyler did have a great senior year, 10 goals, just all the honors she got and taking them to the Sweet 16. Great accomplishment for her. And I don't remember if she's actually playing pro soccer now. I believe she might be.
Okay.
So, just a great career here at Baylor after transferring from TCU, and really kind of lifted that program.
They had a great season as a team,
had a great
too.
season, winding up in the Sweet 16 and really close, to advancing to the Final 8. So just a great season for them. And then with Devin, again, kind of lifted them back where they were, getting to an Elite 8, great accomplishment. And he had a great individual season as well. And of course, every time I think of Devin, I go back to 2 years ago when he lost his dad and sister in a car accident, like the night before they were playing the next day against San Diego, I believe. So that was 2 years ago when he was a first semester freshman. So I go back to that and just his courage and going ahead and playing and played really well that day. So, but yeah, great accomplishment for him. Big, co-Big 12 player of the year, all the accomplishments that he had and playing that number one spot. That is not the easiest thing to do, particularly in a league like the Big 12 where you're playing somebody really good every time out. So Devin and Tyler, I thought, were really good choices. And then you think about some of the other sports. I mean, there were some other good choices.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Too. I mean,
which is a good thing.
That means they were the best of the best. And yeah, I think there were some other, deserving people, but that's probably the two I would pick too. Like they're really good picks.
Right.
Yeah.
So each school, nominates their top female, top male, and then the Big 12 will announce the winner. I think a week from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is when that comes up.
That is right. Yeah.
Very good. How about, we talked about this yesterday. How about Johnny Kiefer in the Scottish Open? Wasn't that great?
One of the things that he's struggled with, John, is it seems like he'll have one off round. So once he got through Saturday, I felt like he was in pretty good position, because that's a lot of time his off round is that Saturday. He makes the cut, and then he struggles a little bit Saturday and maybe finishes strong on Sunday.
Might have been his best round of the 4, I think, on Saturday.
I think that is right.
Yeah.
And he just played really well, though, the whole weekend, and to do that. And now he's, on the verge of qualifying for a lot of the big tournaments that are coming up. He's 71st on the FedEx Tour. Top 70 go to, I don't remember the first of, there's like 3 major tournaments, championships at the end of the year, and he is just off of that.
Okay.
So,
man, that's great.
Yeah. So he's done great. It's crazy to think, because, he was finishing up at Baylor 2 years ago in May, and now here, 2 years down the road, he's made $1.6 million this year.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy? On the PGA Tour. Growing up, $1 million seemed like, that's lifetime earnings.
Yeah.
You think of some of the greatest golfers, and some of them, didn't make more than a couple of million for their career and were great players. And here Johnny has made $1.6 million this year and hasn't won a PGA tournament stop, but he's played unbelievable these last 2 years. And to see him continue to rise, I believe he's 58th or something on the official world golf ranking. So just having an unbelievable year, and great to see him. We've talked about him before. He's, 2 or 3 times Scholar Athlete of the Year.
Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah, for Big 12. So just an amazing student and athlete, and now he's just tearing it up out there on the PGA Tour.
And that finish at the Scottish Open qualifies him for the Open. The Open, which
is this week.
It is. Yeah. Starts tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw he was teeing off. I guess it's a Central Time, but it's 7:42 a.m.
Oh, okay, good.
Our time.
Yeah.
So, it'll be fun watching him in the Open. Is there any other thing? I don't know if Wimbledon considers it something like that, but it's not the British Open, it's the Open.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. To the rest of the world, it's the British
Open.
Open.
That actually qualified him for that. So.
Which I don't think he would have.
No,
if he had finished. It was like the top 3 in the Scottish Open who hadn't already qualified.
Yeah. So, he could have maybe finished a little bit lower, but to get in there and to have a chance to play in another major, it's been, like I said, it's been an amazing run for him. It'd be great to see him do well in a major. But even to make it to the weekend would be a great accomplishment for Johnny.
I'd love to talk to him after this, or at some point, because those are links courses over there, just to see how different it is for these guys who don't play links courses very often.
Well, if I was still the men's golf SID, maybe I could make that happen. But I've relinquished.
Are you throwing shade there?
Relinquished those duties. So
I think you're throwing shade.
We'll have to rely on Matt Roberts to set that up for us now.
Matt will probably be over there walking with him.
That's right.
At the Open. This week. And you checked on. There's some other Baylor grads that are doing pretty well on the tour.
Yeah, absolutely. Cooper Dossie is one of those, and he continues to do really well on the Corn Ferry Tour. He's, I believe, 9th in the tour standings. Top 20 get their PGA Tour card, so he's in great position to earn that for next year. So, and I was going back to Johnny. I believe he's 71st on the FedEx. I think 73rd on the money list. So he, again, is in great position to keep his card. I think at one point it was top 125. My brother, the sports expert, tells me that it's now top 100. So I'm going to go on his word, because he follows golf a lot more than I do. So, but yeah, Cooper has had a great year. I think he's made the cut in 12 of the 15 tournaments that he's played. And just to compare, he's done really well. He's 9th in the tour standings, and he's made 260 something thousand.
Doing all right.
Which is great.
Right.
But compare that to
right.
He making one. That's the key in getting to the PGA Tour. And then succeeding when you get your card, because that's a huge. I mean, it's a great tour to play on, and he's Johnny, of course, went from, I think it was PGA Tour Americas.
Mm-hmm.
and then Korn Ferry Tour, and now PGA Tour. But yeah, those are great tours to play on. You get great experience, you can get wins, but you're not going to make the money you need until you get to the
minor leagues, basically, leading the majors.
It's a grind. I'm sure Cooper is, but Cooper has done well. I mean, Johnny turned pro in 24. Cooper, I think, turned pro in 21, and is still climbing. But I think if Cooper gets his card in 27, still a great accomplishment, and he's still young. I mean, these guys aren't. They're not our age. They're not men of a certain age.
Speak for yourself. I met the Dossies, like his mom and dad, who are very good friends with Jean-Paul Hébert, our new men's golf coach from Austin, from their time in Austin, Jean-Paul. And so it was really cool to meet them.
Yeah, I know they're really high.
I said, do you have any more Dossies you can send our way?
Right.
Golfers.
We had a whole string of them. They've kind of supplied the men's golf team for how many ever years now. So that's great. But yeah, Cooper's done well. Trey Bosco is on the PGA Tour Americas, and Evan Bowe is as well, but Evan's struggled so far. So those are the main guys out there. I think I told you Eisenhart, maybe Trey. I don't know.
I think that's good.
But anyway, he has played some on the, as you said, the minor league tours.
Yeah.
But those are the main guys. So
I got you. Very good. Track and field never ends. What's the latest?
Yeah. We got the USA Championships coming up next week.
Wait. Let's don't bury the lead here. When is Michael Ford's wedding?
Oh, yes.
Is that this weekend?
It is this. It's Friday.
And 2 days away.
I didn't do what my assignment was. I did not find out where it was, but he is getting married.
He
Friday.
doesn't want you to know.
He does not want me to know. He does not even want the track SID to know where he's getting married. So congratulations to him. I know he's excited, but he's got such a busy schedule. I mean, it's almost like he's squeezing in this wedding in between all the trips to Paris and wherever, Eugene and all over the world. He's just kind of, okay, honey, this is what we can do. We can get married on Friday, and then I got to go somewhere else like Saturday or Sunday.
But then the upside is
even doing the honeymoon.
The upside is, hey, but then we're going to leave for Paris.
Right.
Or something like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to get married. Yeah, we got to do it here. Yeah. But then we're going to go back to Europe.
And he does travel. He's, because we've talked about it, but he, in addition to the, former Baylor athletes, he coaches a lot of, athletes on the world stage. So, it seems like, his year never ends. And they're still recruiting and all that. Speaking of a track update, Maya Rollins from Virginia, transfer from there, 2-time all-conference in the hurdles and the 110 hurdles. She just signed, I think maybe a couple of days ago.
Nice.
Got a graphic out yesterday, so she's coming. She'll have 2 years of eligibility left, but did a great job there at Virginia and kind of adds to that hurdles team. Baylor's obviously really strong in the hurdles. I think she just adds to that. DeMario, obviously All-American in both indoor and outdoor this past year. And then there was some guy named Nate Ezekiel that was pretty good.
Yes.
So this just kind of carries on that tradition that Baylor has developed in the hurdle.
Cool. Very good. So 2 weeks ago, you, Doug, everybody but me.
It was like a whole entourage
unveiled the Baylor Athletics Hall of Fame class. Everybody knew about it ahead of time except me.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go back and revisit that because that is, with one major flaw, it is a great class this year.
And here's the way I look at it, John. And I kind of knew where you were coming from.
Yes.
And I will say, it may have been a personal thing or whatever, but I headlined John Morris, Voice of Bears, headlines class. But I will say, take you out, and look at the rest of it.
Don't take me out after all this.
Take you out.
Okay, go ahead.
Just remove you, and look at the rest of the class.
It's a great class.
It's a great class.
That's what I'm saying.
It's one of the best ever classes.
That's what I'm saying.
So when we kind of joke about it in the office, like, when is it? when are we going to have a bad class?
Right.
And if the selection committee doesn't do its job, we would have a bad class. But there's so many good options, so many great athletes. And you think about the era that is now becoming eligible. That was during one of the golden eras of Baylor athletics. Right. So you're getting some of those now that, really shined on the biggest stages back when they were at Baylor. So
and I think remember, we saw this coming. We talked about it.
Yeah.
We thought, well, man, wait till we get to like 2025, 26, 27.
Here we are.
Think about all the people who are going to be eligible. And here it is.
Here it is.
All right. You've got that lit. You got the whole list?
I do have the whole list.
You may have it memorized.
But here's the first page, and it says Voice of the Bears, John Morris.
But Quincy Acey.
Let's pass that one along.
Yeah, move that. Quincy Acey for men's basketball. Great choice.
Yeah, unbelievable guy. I mean, you think of him, maybe you thinking different, but those 10 dunks.
10 dunks, right. That's the first thing.
That's the first thing that jumps out at you.
Against Texas, a win over Texas.
Of course, he was also, and I think Doug may have mentioned it when he was here, he was also the one that took the charge.
Block charge,
Yeah, the block charge.
Zubek.
So that's a thing, too. But again, a guy that took him, not by himself, obviously, but he went to 2 Elite Eights with this group, lost to the eventual national champion both years, and he had a great career. He was 6th man of the year one year, all freshman team, so many honors, left with, I think he was top 10 in rebounds, block shots, career field goal percentage, all those things. So very deserving guy. And, we waited a few years actually for him, but I think he's very deserving to be in.
Yeah.
Really
great choice.
Class. Yeah.
Corey Coleman is in. Think about what Corey did during his time here.
Yeah. That's where I was talking about, again, if you take that John Morris guy out of the class and just look at it's unbelievable. Per person, I think every athlete deserved to be in there, and Corey's one of those. Blitnikoff Award winner.
Yeah.
Had a great career, 20 touchdowns his senior year, just unbelievable player. And he did it in 3 years.
Yeah,
think about
that's right. That's right.
And I don't remember if he came in injured, because it's weird that he redshirted. He was here 4 years.
Yeah.
But he only played 3. So I don't remember if he was injured or if he was just waiting his time with so many
that's what
of
it
those
was.
great receivers.
I think that's what it was.
There. So he redshirted in 12, I guess it was, and then played in 13, 14, 15. So again, 2-time Big 12 champion.
Yeah.
All the things that you can say about him. But I thought he was a no-brainer, and it proved to be that case.
Good. All right. Who else we got? Zane Carlson.
Yeah, I'll talk about Zane Carlson, baseball, and he did wait for a while, and I don't remember if that's the one Doug said. It's about time, that kind of thing. But Zane, 2000 was his first year, freshman of the year, national freshman of the year, and this was the funny thing, was set Baylor's single season, and career saves in that first year, 15.
In 1 year. Yeah.
So, unbelievable career for him, but, phenomenal freshman year, but continued to help Baylor baseball, the next 3 years. So great career for him, was on USA Baseball that year too. So, I don't know in baseball terms, Jason Jennings, obviously, but there haven't been a lot of players in Baylor baseball history that have had a better, year than Zane did that year as a freshman.
That's true. That's great.
Yeah.
About Trayvon Bromell.
Trayvon Bromell.
Track and field.
And he was one, I think I had mentioned to you, there were a couple of them that I was a little disappointed didn't get in last year. Last year would have been his first year of eligibility. But when you think about it, he was only here 2 years.
Right.
And I think that was some of it with him. But, 2-time national champion. And I think back to his sophomore season, which wound up being his last, he could have won a couple more, but there was a guy named Andre Degassi, who was phenomenal. I don't remember if he's won an Olympic gold medal, but he's really good. And he happened to be there that year and beat him in both the 100 and 200. But he was only second in the 100 and third in the 200. And I think so how many ever points he scored, he put Baylor in like the top 15 by himself,
right. All him.
That was all their points was him.
Yeah.
So
man, he was good.
He was so
and still
good.
Trains with Coach Ford.
He still trains with Coach Ford and, has continues to win. We talked about what was it?
Paris, I think. Yeah.
Yes. Paris, one of the Diamond League meets, where he beat Noah Lyles and gave him the look over as he was crossing the finish line. So, and Trayvon, I think that will be probably the end of his career or close to it. But I think, he still wants to get to the 28 Olympics. He's already been in 2 Olympics. He didn't make it 2 years ago. So I know that he was injured. So I know he would like to finish out that way. And the way he's running right now, among the elite in the world, I would say he's got a good chance to do that.
That'd be
just
great.
Stays healthy. That's the main thing. If he just stays healthy, I think he will be there in 28 when it's in US.
In
right?
LA. Yeah.
So
all right. Who else is on the list?
Let's stick with track.
Okay.
Tiffany McReynolds.
Yeah. Great.
One of my favorites all time, Little Tiff. And she was a 3-time national runner-up in the 60-meter hurdles NCAA indoor. She won that event 4 times indoors, and I believe she won the 100-meter hurdles 3 times outdoors in conference. And just she was phenomenal, and that was her main thing was the hurdles, but she also ran some sprints and had some all-conference honors there. But her big deal, and I think it was her senior year where she lost by 1 or 2 hundredths of a second. In the finals. So, she was just really good. I mean, I think, her career speaks for itself, but phenomenal athlete and in a little bitty package.
Really small.
I don't know that she was even 5 foot, John. She was tiny.
Tight.
You think about going over say the 100 or 60 minutes. I mean, that's a big leap.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, for the taller ones, they just kind of step over, but that's a leap for her. So
she was not
phenomenal.
Big.
No.
Bill Martinson.
Yeah.
40s track and field.
Yeah, 1946, 47. So right after the war, and that was one of the things we found out in the research and everything is that he was in the war and he came back. So he only had a couple of years of eligibility remaining, but was a 4-time All-American. So in the short sprints at that point, it was 100 and 220 yards. Yeah. But he was, I think, top 5 in both years at the NCAA championships. And when Dusty Sanderson did his research, and again, I'm not sure how he found the guy because we were doing some Google searches and everything. Dusty found his son in Utah and got a hold of him and Christopher. And he was so excited. That's the cool thing is, you wish that, Bill was still alive, but having a son that's excited about it, that's, there's so many good stories about the Hall of Fame, but those kinds of things are really, really special to me anyway, that you get a hold of somebody like that and it means something to them. He's going to come back. He was contacting his brother, one of the other sons. And so I think they'll have a good group here. And,
that's great. It's 80 years ago. I mean, that's going back. 80 years ago, John. But very deserving.
He died in 2010. So he's been dead 16 years, but he lived a long life. Like we were trying to do the math and figure out, let's see, he would be like 105 or something.
Oh,
so
yeah.
We figured he wasn't around anymore, but just so excited that we were able to get a hold of him and tip of the cap to Dusty Sanderson because he did a phenomenal job. And Dusty was our Wall of Honor honoree last year, and does a great job helping out with the B Association.
And Haley Davis, women's golf.
Haley
what
Davis,
a great choice that is.
First All-American in women's golf program history. You think of what they've done this how many ever years later, but she was kind of the first of those. First All-American in 2015, led them to the national championship final. They'd beaten some really good teams. I know Duke was one of them, played Stanford in the final, and it came down to Haley's match. She was like, I want to say, John, she was 2 up with 2 to go. Oh. And it wasn't so much what she didn't do as what the other girl did. She won those last 2 holes with birdies. and then beat her on the extra hole. Haley did bogey that one, but they would not have been in that place without her. And she was a phenomenal number one golfer that year. Dylan Kim was on that team as well, but Haley was your solid number one All-American, 3-time All-American, and first team All-American that senior year when they also won the San Antonio Regional and a Big 12 championship.
Wow.
So it was a phenomenal senior year, and good to see her honored in that way.
And cap it with David Sibley, Wall of Honor.
Did we want to skip over Garrett? Did we want to skip over that other Hall of Famer? I mean, we had an 8th Hall of Famer. I guess he had his moment in the sun.
I think he had his moment.
That's the point of this discussion.
He had his 30 minutes.
I think he had his 30 minutes of shine.
Let's move on.
Just before we move on to David
Sibley.
Sibley, I will say John Morris was an unbelievable choice. Again, his mentor, Frank Fallon, is in there. Pat Nunley, who he's worked alongside, is in there. David Campbell is in there. So we just felt like it was John's time. I know he probably would have rather waited, but he
waited. I never even considered it. It's not a matter of waiting.
Well, okay, he didn't even think about it. But I remember how hard it was for us just to get him for lunch with a legend,
right?
And so I even told him when we were doing the selection committees, guys, I don't know how he's going to take it. He may decline, you know? But I'm glad he didn't.
Yes.
John is very deserving, and that's everything we've heard from anybody that's seen anything on the Hall of Fame. So excited to see him go in, and again, I know we were fighting about that day, but I'm hoping that he will take, you know, his seat among the Hall of Famers.
Do you have an MC yet?
We're working on it.
They're finding one, JMo.
Yeah, they'll find one.
Yeah, we will find one.
Yeah, okay.
Hadn't talked to Pat to see if he's available yet.
That would be great.
Pat Nunley is kind of my thought as being the MC because, I mean, he's been through it. He knows it. He's sat in those seats. So I think Pat would be a great choice to be the MC that night and let John enjoy his moment.
That'd be fun. David Sibley.
Yeah, that guy.
Wall of Honor.
Yeah, Wall of Honor.
Great choice.
And again, I know you've talked about it before, but Wall of Honor, it recognizes Baylor grads, former Baylor athletes that have gone on to do things post Baylor. And obviously David fits in that category really well. He was a good player. I mean, he was honorable mention All Southwest Conference when he was here, helped him to, I think, a couple of runner-up finishes in the league. So, I mean, he was a good player. How tall is he? Do you know?
Oh, I would say 6'6", 6'7". Yeah.
6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry. I had to go. And I wasn't even sure if that's how tall he was.
Setup.
But I was like, yeah, about 6'6".
Is that still a thing or is that
And I think that was what it was somebody was 6'6", 6'7". So they did that. So anyway, David Sibley, great choice, former mayor of Waco, Texas State Senator. Had a lot of power in that
very well respected
legislation. So just a great choice, I think, for the Wall of Honor and another great addition to that group. We've got a really good group there as well, but great to have him in the Wall of Honor.
Okay. Great class.
Yep.
Minus for one. But November 20th is the induction banquet. And we'll, of course, we'll talk to all these.
Did we kind of go right through a break?
No, we're going to hit the break right now.
Okay.
But thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you'd been on time, we would have had more time.
Julie Hill's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, fantastic. Tomorrow.
And my dad's. This is first in heaven. But his birthday is tomorrow, along with, I'm sure you'll bring her up tomorrow, Felicia Mulkey.
Coach Fee tomorrow.
So a lot of cool kids.
That's a pretty cool day.
Have their birthday on July 16th.
On the 16th. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Jerry Hill, Baylor Insider. Let's take a break. We'll be back and wrap things up in just a moment.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco. One of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Make this the summer event at Allen Samuels Jeep in Waco. Be among the first to see and drive the all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee, delivering up to 37 miles per gallon. Or drive home a new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo with your choice of 0% financing for 36 months or 2.9% for 84 months. Or save $9,000 off MSRP. Don't miss these incredible summer savings at Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
This year, I made a New Year's resolution. I want every business to own a new copier from CTWP. Call me, Leroy the Copier Dog. Let's get you a copier delivered today. CTWP, your local copier company.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Welcome back. Final segment, John Morris Show on this Wednesday. Appreciate greatly Jerry Hill being on with us. Always plenty to talk about and cover with Jerry. Appreciate him. We are brought to you by the Brazos Landing and by Alliance Bank Central Texas. Birthdays to mention today. Jerry's given us 3 for tomorrow, but for today, it's Chris Womack's birthday today. A lot of you know Chris. I think if I did the math right, he'll be 73 today. And Garrett, he'll do 73 push-ups for his birthday and he'll put it on. He'll post it too. So
I might do
way
3
to go.
and not
3?
make it. Maybe. Good night. 73.
3 would max me out for sure. So happy birthday to Chris Womack. Great guy. Brett Buffton worked with us in Baylor Athletics. Now has moved on, but he's still around town. So happy birthday to Brett Buffton today. Courtney Scrivano, the better half of the Scrivano family. Joey is her husband, and Courtney was with us in athletics, now on campus. Happy birthday to her today. Rainer Campbell, former Baylor baseball player. Brady Strauss, the son of Coach Strauss and Nikki. Happy birthday to him today. Who else? Chuck Kelly up in the Metroplex, does a lot of play-by-play, proud OU grad. He'll let you know about it, too. Happy birthday to Chuck Kelly. And Pat O'Regan is a Baylor grad who is in Kentucky or Tennessee or West Virginia. Whenever we play up there, he shows up at the game. I think he is from Kentucky, now lives in Tennessee. But when we play West Virginia or Cincinnati, that's usually closest for him, and he's always at the game. So happy birthday to Pat O'Regan. And Kevin Hood here in Waco. Happy birthday to Kevin. That's all that I've got.
We got to go. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate your time. Thanks to the Brazos Landing and to Alliance Bank Central Texas. Remember, the bonus shows this afternoon from the Brazos Landing. We'll be there live 9 to 3 o'clock. So come join us at the Brazos Landing. Thanks to Brandon and Garrett. We'll see you this afternoon and, Lord willing, tomorrow morning at 9. Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Spring is sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe honestly.